Baseball games, school picture day, these are the memories Connie and Jim Branham cling to, robbed of their son Christopher's life.
And it just hits you. There are no recent pictures. There will be no more updated pictures, you know, it's just kind of what, it hit me hard.
In June 2020, the 26-year-old father of two was beaten unconscious at a hotel in Round Rock, robbed, then shot to death in a cornfield near Manor.
I mean, what kind of a person?
4 men are facing charges tied to the attack, 2 charged with capital murder. Shauna Rogers, a then 16-year-old girl who authorities believe may have been sex trafficked by one of the men, was charged with robbery.
She videoed herself assaulting him, stomping on his head while he was unconscious. She's a person who
robbed us.
Now the Branhams say they've been robbed of justice.
Obviously, it's not the justice we were looking for.
Shauna was killed in a car crash on October 14th, 2021. Having run away from the Refuge, a state-licensed facility for sex trafficking survivors. Whether she used a staff member's phone to facilitate the escape has been the subject of a state investigation.
It feared that it was going to end up in a bad situation. It did. Cost her life. So something's broke.
The state removed children from the Refuge's care this March, involuntarily suspending the facility's license after 2 unrelated incidents. One involves an employee accused of selling nude photographs of 2 teenage victims of sex trafficking. The other involves multiple employees who reportedly helped 2 teens run away from the facility.
If this is happening over there, there's more. There's more that's happening over there that nobody's aware of, right? Because nobody seems to know anything, right?
The Branhams realized just how in the dark they were on September 6th when Connie found Shauna's runaway poster online.
I just about had a heart attack. I mean, to our best knowledge, this juvenile was locked up, or at least in a secure facility where she wouldn't be allowed to leave.
Shauna had been missing since August 14th. No one had notified the Branhams.
Our victims' rights were extremely violated.
Shauna had been staying at a hotel with her paternal grandmother on an authorized weekend visit when she ran away, taking her grandmother's phone. The following day, her grandmother filed a report with the Bastrop Police Department.
And I asked the question, did you guys know that she is a convicted violent felon? They had no idea. She was described to them as a resident of the Refuge. It's just unbelievable to us that a convicted violent felon can go to a place like that and then escape, and it doesn't seem like anybody can. It makes you wonder, right, how many others are out there that have not been found and that they're not even looking for.
Documents from court-appointed child welfare monitors indicate the case has been bungled, with agencies seemingly unsure who should investigate. Monitors write the state's response to allegations Shauna used a staff member's phone.
All these different agencies that I had to talk to, and just to kind of paint a picture for you, every time I picked up the phone and talked to a different agency, I had to describe what happened to my son into detail, what this Rogers person did. Talking about re-victimization, I don't want to try to even think about what happened to him that night and that level of violence and how vile and just absolutely horrific that must have been for him.
Law enforcement believes Shauna met up with her mother and maternal grandmother after she ran from her authorized visit, as well as another teen who had escaped from the Refuge. She was meeting up with the 3 of them standing outside their car when it was rear-ended.
She died a horrible death. I mean, a horrible death. And like I said, I mean, that's not what we were looking for. That's not the justice that we were looking for. So we feel robbed of our minimal sense of justice.
At the time of the crash, U.S. Marshals had been closing in on Shauna. A longtime victim of sexual abuse, she was being sex trafficked once again, and they used online advertisements to locate her.
Do you feel like the justice system failed you and your family?
Yes.
Shannon Ryan, Fox 7 Austin News.
Stephen Phoenix, the public relations director for the Refuge, says a staff member's phone was not used to facilitate Shauna's escape. He gave us this statement: the death of Shauna Rogers was a terrible loss for our community, even though it happened when she had been released from our supervision for that weekend and no employees were involved when she ran away. Her story is a grim reminder of the challenges that traumatized survivors of child sexual trafficking face on their road to restoration as we guide them away from the influences that originally trapped them. That is why we work so hard at the healing process for the girls in our care. That is also why we and our vast community of supporters are so dismayed by the interminable delay in the restoration of our license and deeply disappointed that the perpetrator reported for the January exploitation still has not been arrested 126 days later.